we go for the final match, the Quaker State Open title, $20,000 and a beautiful trophy. Joe Berardi, winner of 2 matches, into the final against left-hander Hugh Miller. We'll just watch along with you as Berardi will shoot first on the left lane. Qualified third for this championship round. Berardi defeated Bill Ballard and Mark Roth. And here we are, 4, 6, 7.
Before we went on the air today, I took a survey of who the players thought would win. Statistician Mike Durbin picked Roth. Some other players picked Hanley. Not too many picked Berardi as he struggles. But the most important man, Chris, is the man who conditions or oils the lanes, and that's the PBA lane maintenance director on hand, Lenny Nicholson. He said he favored the left-hander. Let's see who's right.
All right, and there's the man that Lenny was talking about, 27-year-old Hugh Miller. Everett, Washington, 10 miles north of Seattle. First shot. Shades of Earl Anthony on that shot. Smooth.
Just a beautiful form. He stays down low. Nice, smooth swing, Chris. You're right. Look at that head and arm in good position. Good knee bend. Nice extension. And this player has never lost a match. He continues to throw like that. He won't lose very many in the championship round.
Leaving a 6-pin on the left lane. The tournament leader, like Mark Roth, has won here.
Top-notch physical condition. Runs, look at that. Listen to music and run. Chris, he runs better than 30 miles a week. Stays in real good shape. That's very important for bowling. A lot of leg work.
So for Hugh Miller, it's a strike and a spare, and takes an 11-pin lead over Joe Berardi, who got only 9 pins in the first frame. 2 victories for Joe, now shooting in the second frame. Top form for Joe Berardi in the second frame.
Had the pleasure of eating dinner over at Joe Berardi's home with his mother and father, Chris, and I had never been to a full-fledged Italian dinner before, and they served the lasagna and some other good stuff, and boy, I was full, and little did I know that wasn't even the entree. So Joe Berardi, a lot of fun, a great young bowler, and a great mother and father.
You have to pace yourself, Nelson. Wait for the fettuccine. Oh, I love fettuccine. Joe thought he had paced himself just right. Got another strike.
The first solid tap we've had today. As many balls have been around the pocket. Watch the 6 pins. The second pin on the right-hand part of your screen just go fly around the 10. Usually it's driven straight into the 10 or off the sideboard, but no luck for Berardi there.
Hugh Miller, we indicated, has never lost on television, so we asked him why he's never lost a game in the championship round.
Well, I feel there's several reasons. For one, I've been a little lucky, dodged a few bullets along the way, and my opponents have given me a few openings when I need them, and I feel when I'm in a championship round, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go bowl. I just get up there, pick up that ball, and hope I throw a strike.
And Chris, one of the most important reasons, he's never had an open frame in those 5 matches. He's averaged a fabulous 236.6 in those TV matches with no open frames. He leads by 11 here.
You suppose Earl Anthony manages him, and he's kept him under wraps for a while?
When I first saw this young player, I thought he was the one lefty that bowled as much like Earl Anthony as anybody else.
Well, he averts the split, and that is a big break. Especially conditions today here at the Forum Bowl, where Jeannie Halsey and her son Randy have again done a superior job for all the bowlers.
A little body English as he avoids a split. Second consecutive 6-pin on the left-hand lane.
Hugh Miller continues to mark. He is the tournament leader going against Joe Berardi. Miller leading by 11 in this championship head-to-head match. More of it following this. Berardi, winner of 2 matches today. Third in qualifying, now in the final match against Hugh Miller. Joe's second consecutive appearance on television finals here this year. Third straight going back to last year. Spare up. Strike coming in the fourth frame for Berardi.
Joe really zeroed in. He had a good strike here in the second frame, had that solid 10 in the third frame, which would have given him the lead, and right back in the pocket here in the fourth. He trails by 11, can cut Hugh Miller's lead down to 1 pin with a double.
Joe got what he wanted.
Berardi with that inside line has hit the left-hand lane all day. It's been his key to victories. Right over the third arrow, a tremendous shot, drives all 10 pins in the pit. Hugh Miller only leads by 1, fifth frame. Hugh Miller playing on that unused left side. Look at that. He's the only lefty, so he found a good shot, and he's playing it outside that first arrow, and there's no other lefties to change the shot. That means to either dry it out or move the conditioner around, so he's making no adjustments. All he has to do on this left-hand lane, Chris, is throw a little bit harder. He had 2 good shots and left the 6 pin. A little speed might do the trick.
Exactly. And was he rooting for that shot at the line? Hugh Miller, the left-hander who had his idols Johnny Gunther, Earl Anthony, and Johnny Petraglia.
The difference in the lines, the angle of attack. Look at Hugh Miller right out on the channel. The very last board snaps in there, tremendous angle towards the pocket. That increases his carry, but also increases his chance of cutting through, getting opens. Berardi bowling like a typical right-hander down the track area between the second and third arrow. Both players an equal shot for the title.
Here's a double-up 6 frame. Leaving the 1-2, and he must not forget the sleeper 8.
Remember, Berardi's thumb was split open last week, and it was bleeding before he went in the championship round. He looks down at his thumb right now. He had a patch on it to help protect it, but it just slipped out. Hopefully that patch didn't break open, because it takes about a minute to heal that back up.
Just made sure. Well, that's a spare for Joe Berardi after a double.
Here's the strategy of Joe Berardi, the right-hander, to play between the second and third arrows and adjust to the lanes as they change during the matches. No problem. He stayed right in there. The problem he has now, Chris, let's see if he loses that ball off his thumb. He's looked down at that thumb patch. He's made good to excellent shots here on the left lane. Let's see if he can make another strike. He's been in the pocket in the 5th, in the 3rd, and a little high in the 1st.
All right. Remarkable professionals, these bowlers. It's the East Coast versus the West Coast.
Never a doubt.
From the great state of Washington, here he is, Hugh Miller. 3 victories. Boy, 3 in a row in this championship match.
You have to give these players credit, Chris. The young fella, Del Ballard, who came out, he was so cool under the pressure. Hugh Miller never lost a championship round match. He's 5-0, leads by 24 here. He has Berardi on the ropes if he can get one more strike and extend it to a 4-bagger.
He's 5 feet 10, 170 pounds. Fine athlete.
Solid 7. There was no doubt that that ball was going to be in the pocket. Watch it out on the first board. A real sharp break to the pocket. Watch the 4-pin snap just right around the 10, around the 7-pin. That's the same as the 6 going around the 10 for the right-hander. It's kept Berardi in the match.
This is the final game. We're in Texas next week, Florida, Don Carter Lane.